Hey kids, welcome back to NEET World channel. This is Narayani. I am your foundation biology educator. In previous class, we started the chapter of the wonderful world of science, right? So let's discuss the remaining part of the lesson. So today we'll discuss about the multiple questions also. So thereby you can understand the what is the first chapter is involved for, right? So what is science, children? So nothing but it's finding answers for all your questions. To be a wise person, always be a wise person, right? So before I am going to start the session, I would like to announce very important news for you here, children. So we are started the foundation course. The foundation batch is started, children. So the next batch is going to start from the July 20. And so if you have a question like why foundation is necessary, of course it is necessary. To write the Olympiad exams and NTSA exams, you need a strong foundation in mainly in the subjects of science and mathematics. And it is also quite useful for your future goals if you want to become a doctor or if you want to crack the examinations like JEE to become an engineer. So the basic foundation is necessary for both science in maths subjects. So we are building the strong foundation course. So foundation for your in the subjects of mainly maths and science. So you will get good animations through our digital panel. So there you can understand the concept very easy for you. So it is also helpful for future entrance examinations like NEET and JEE. So build it right and win the fight. So let's start the today's session. So we discussed about till what is science, right? Who are scientists, children? So scientists are nothing but who find the solution for the problems, right? So let's see here. 1 minute. So I given you some homework for all of you. So some of you answered well to me and some of you asked questions also, right? So to know about what is science? Nothing but to understand the world and exploring and to find out the new discoveries. Science is everywhere. Without science, we cannot imagine our world. If you see around us, there is a science involved in the surrounding of us, right? So see here. So we discussed about till second question, right? So what is science? Behind the blooming of a flower. So first, just give the first question also. Science is a way of exploring and understanding the world. It involves in making observations. 5 scientific methods are required to analyze the your question, your why, right? So first, observe what you have, get the doubt, and ask question about it, and then make a guess, make a possible guess. Then do the performing experiment, then analyze it out. Then you will get your answer, right? It helps to understand the world of our surroundings. Especially in our surroundings, you have many questions. Why it is happening? So why we get rain? And see, I have in my hand the pen, right? And also watch. These are two different materials made up of, right? So they are not made up of same kind, right? But I am using at the same time. So clothing. So cloth is a different material, paper is a different material, bench is a different material, right? So where they are coming from? So you are taking the bottles, for water bottles, that they are might be the plastic also, right? So we are using different materials. They are the same kind of things? No, they are different kinds of things. So science mainly explains about our surroundings, and it is also revealed that only the planet Earth has life exists. So in the Earth we can see the vast variety of living organisms, humans, dogs, animals, like cows, tigers, right? Different plants are also. So we can observe different kinds of environment. So science helps to understand that. So it is quite easy by scientific methods like observe, asking a question, making a guess out of it, and performing experiment and find out the answer. So it helps to understand the world of our surroundings, how things work and how to uncover the secrets of universe. The most useful tool is science. To understand the world, the most useful tool is the only science. Got it? So see here. So if you see your surroundings, you have a doubt that why the flower is blooming, right? In why the season is why in that season only the flower is blooming. Why? Because the flower is responding to the environmental factors. So the importance of our environment is also known about by the science only, right? So flowers are responding to the environmental factors, mainly light and temperature, which helps to the flower blooming, right? Why the plants require light? To prepare their own food, right? What is the process called? We call it as photosynthesis. Photo means light, synthesis means production of food. So plants preparing their own food material by using the sunlight, right? So let's see the next questions. So next question, here how science can be compared to a puzzle. So why the science is compared to a puzzle? So you have a you have in your home you will play with puzzles, right? So you have one diagram in your hand and you will find out to keep the pieces all together to form the correct one, right? So by arranging one piece another, so one piece you are keeping to adding the pieces, it let you understand that what is the next what we can keep the next piece to correct the forming the picture, right? So see, science is like a big zigzag puzzle. Why they are compared to the zigzag puzzle? Because to understand the surrounding is not that easy. Okay, it's like one discovery is not enough to understand this big much puzzle. So just like puzzle, completely adding by pieces by one, and new discoveries are made by adding more pieces to the puzzle. If you kept one piece, you will get idea of to get the what will be the next piece to form the picture. Likewise, one discovery leads to the base for the another more discoveries. So it is always adding more pieces to the puzzle, like that only the one discovery is made to lead to the another more discoveries. So there are no limitations to discoveries, as new discoveries added up to more questions to find out the answers. However, new discoveries do change our knowledge and understanding of the world. That is why science is compared with the puzzle, because is science like a big zigzag puzzle. So we'll solve one of the, if you have 20 pieces of the puzzles, so you will keep on arranging the correct ones, right? Likewise only when you will keep, while keeping the puzzle, when you play with the puzzle, so you find out to then what is the next piece, what was the next piece to be to form the correct frame, right? So likewise new discoveries add up to get the more discoveries. Okay, it leads to the to discover more discoveries. So this is why science is compared to the puzzle. So see the next question here. So how do living organisms grow? So how we are growing? So if you see your sisters, if you see your then younger ones of yours, so you see by growing them. How they are growing? They are taking the food, right? So by taking the food they are growing, right? So plants is there taking the food? No, right? They don't have mouth, right? So how they are growing? So as we are taking the food in the plate with the some amount of rice, curry, dal, everything we will keep and we will eat. So thereby we are getting the energy, right? Thereby the growth is also we are seeing. So likewise plants get energy from the soil. In the soil the nutrients will be present, so it will absorb the nutrients, and plants take carbon dioxide as it's meant to prepare their own food from the air, and water from the soil and nutrients from the soil, and with the help of the sunlight they will prepare their own food. So see here, living organisms. What are living organisms? Living organisms are the organisms that they have life. So non-living organisms don't have life. Living organisms have life, like humans, goats, plants, these are all have life. Okay. So the organisms which have etc. So tigers, giraffes, name few examples of the living organisms in the next class. Comment in the comment section. We'll see how many of you can answer. So living organisms grow by taking nutrients and food. They are taking the nutrients and also food from the environment. From where they are taking? From the environment. So like plants take nutrients from soil. So likewise, we are depending on the food for plants, animals, right? So the main staple food of ours is rice and also wheat. So we are taking from those by the plants, right? So likewise, we are taking the nutrients and also food from the universal produces of plants from the environment. How we are getting those? From the environment. So see, likewise plants take nutrients from the soil. How they are taking the plants taking the nutrients from the soil and grow into a big plant. From small plant to they are giving rise to the big plant by taking the nutrients and observing the sunlight, right? So by taking the carbon dioxide, sunlight and water from the soil, they are preparing the photosynthesis. So they are preparing their own food. They are keeping itself growing and also they are giving to us also food, right? So that is why plants are called as universal food providers. Plants are also called as universal food providers. Can we imagine without plants our lives? No, not at all, right? So see, and so plants taking nutrients from the soil and grow into the big plant. Or caterpillar, if you see the small insects, so like caterpillar, they grow into butterfly. So how they are growing into butterfly? So by taking the food from the plant leaf. By taking the food from the plant leaf. So caterpillar is the food of the caterpillar is the plant leaf. By taking the food of the as a leaf, and they are growing into the butterfly. Got it? Now let's see. So what are the different nutrients we obtain from the food we eat? So daily we are eating the food now. So what are the nutrients are present in it? Why the nutrients are necessary? It gives the nourishment to us. It gives the nourishment to us. Further it helps for the growth and development to us. So see, so what are the nutrients we are taking day to day life? So we are taking the carbohydrates, nothing but rice. So rice is a form of carbohydrate, right? And fats, we are eating, so some dal with we eat ghee, right? So it is a fats. Proteins are nothing but in the curry you eat different kinds of vegetables, right? It is a fiber, and also if you eat the paneer curry, so it has a more protein, right? And vitamins. So vitamins also necessary. In the carrot, which vitamin is present? In the carrot, vitamin A is present. And in egg, there are many vitamins are present in egg, right? So you are taking different vitamins by the in a different source of food. And minerals are different components food we obtain from the food we eat, which means these many vitamins, carbohydrates, fats, proteins are taken from the food. So in our day to day life, got it? So these are all nutrients helps in our growth, development, right? So this is how we are taking the food. So what are the main food source? We are depending on the plants. Okay. So now let's see the next question. So 1 minute. Okay. What happens when water freezes and what happens when it boils? So yesterday I asked you the question. So sometimes the water will be, when we keep in the refrigerator, it becomes ice. If you boil, it will turns into the water vapor, right? So why it is happening? By the increasing of the temperature. If you keep on increasing the temperature, so what will happen? The water turns into water vapor and it escapes to the environment, right? So coming to the, when we keep in a refrigerator, is the temperature increasing or decreasing? So in the refrigerator, the temperature will be very low. So thereby the water get freeze. So water is in what form? Gaseous form or liquid form or solid form? So water is in a liquid form. So water is in a liquid form. Water is in a liquid form. When I kept in a refrigerator, refrigerator, fridge. So when I kept in a refrigerator, what will happen? So it turns into solid condition, it becomes ice, right? So do this experiment in your house. It's not just experiment, just you keep the 1 glass of water, fill the 1 glass of water and kept in a refrigerator. What will happen? It become ice. Ice is in a solid condition. So now, so this liquid, now let tell your mother to boil. What will happen? You will observe the water vapor. You observe the water vapor, which means by increasing the temperature, the liquid turns into the gaseous form. Vapor is in the form of gaseous, right? So it is in the form of gaseous. This is how what happens by when you are increasing the temperature, when you are kept in the water in a decreasing in condition. Now see here, water becomes ice when it freezes, when you kept in the refrigerator. It evaporates, which means it escapes to the environment by form of water vapor. So it evaporates or becomes vapor when it boils. Got it? So we have the question, why it is turning to the ice and why it is turning to the gaseous form of a vapor? By the temperature. Got it? Now see, what are different things around us made of? Are they made of same material or different? How do we separate materials from one another? They are saying, so we are encomposed with many different materials, right? So while studying, you will take the books, pens, pencils, eraser, sharpener. They are made up of different kinds of things, right? So they are asking that only. What are different things around us made up of? Simple. So are they made up of same material or not? And how do we separate different materials from one another? See, we are surrounded with different kinds of materials, of different types of substances. Yes, no. So the pen we write, of course the different. The book we read, it's a different material. The cup we drink milk from, the clothes we wear, and so on. So thereby this is how the science helps us. Got it? This is how the different things are made up of, the different kinds of substances. Got it? So this is about the questions of the first chapter, The Wonderful World of Science. To be a wise person, always be a wise person. So if you have the questions, don't think that you are unique. You don't think that you are annoying. So you are unique person, because all scientists once upon a time, they are always wise person. They ask numerous number of questions to their teachers, why it is happening, how it is happening, and all that. So their curiosity makes them wise person. Got it? So always become a wise person. Observe your surroundings, ask questions. So ask questions your teachers, your parents, then you will get the answers. Try to find out the answer for you all wise. That is important. The question here is erased in your mind is how much it is important. Finding his answer is also that much important. Finding answers make you the wise person. Got it? Got it? So this is how you have to build your curiosity. That curiosity builds your knowledge. The knowledge becomes you the wise person. Got it? So let's do some multiple choice questions here. So some we did do today, so some other we'll do in the next day. So I hope you all get it, my point, kids. If you have any doubt, please let me know. If you got many whys, please let me know. So see here the first multiple choice question. What drives us to explore or investigate things, ask questions and find out answers for your questions through experiments? So they are asking there, why they are asking, What drives to explore and investigation things, ask questions to find out the answer of your questions. What makes you to do that? That is nothing but curiosity, right? So if you are curious to something, you want to know about it, right? So if your mother make a chocolate, you want to know how you made it, mama, right? You will ask, right? So that what is the curious, the taste you eat it, so it become curious to ask how it is made, right? Like that, no? So which means nothing but curiosity. See, curiosity to investigate our surroundings. Our surrounding itself is a big, you will find out many ways. If you observe clearly, keenly in your surroundings, it always you'll get many doubts. You will get many whys. Okay. Excuse me. So see. So to have a relaxed life, you get the questions. It will make curious. No. That is the second option is wrong. To get good marks in exams. Of course, it is necessary to get the good marks in examinations, but you have to know what is happening. So why we are studying? Why we are studying the particular one? Why not the other things we are not studying? That is also very important. Right? To avoid new discoveries. No, it's not like that. We have to be keeping in our minds the discoveries. So then we will get more interest to find out. Right? So that is why the answer is the first one. Curiosity to investigate our surroundings is the first one answer. Got it? So let's see the next question. So see here the next question. How does an individual understand the role of temperature in different forms of water? They are asking how does the one person who are taking that, observing the water, how it is become the, solid condition like ice, how it is become the, gaseous form. So how they are, observing that. See, by observing change in the color of water. No, not at all, right? The first option is wrong. By observing change of water from one form to other. This was the right. So see why I will say right before saying this is a right. So let's see the another options what they given.
Will be by lower energy.
Not at all, right? So this is also wrong option. This is also the wrong option. Coming to the next, by analyzing the sound made by different forms of water. No, this is also wrong option. So by observing change of water from one form to other. So when you are keeping in the fridge, in the refrigerator, what will happen? You kept in the liquid form. So while taking out, it become the ice, right? It became the ice. It became the ice. It is in the liquid form. Now it became the ice is in the solid form. So it changed from one form to the other form, right? That is why the answer is this, is the second one. So otherwise, if you boil this water, what it will become? It is changes into the gaseous form, which means the liquid form turns into the gaseous form. Got it? This is how we have to analyze the question properly. Then it is very easy. So let's see the next question here. Identify the correct option in the scientific method. So see here, what is the scientific method they are asking? What I said in the first class also, I said the scientific methods are very necessary. What is that? Observation, make a possible guess, then do the experiment and find out the answer. Now see, making a guess about the answers to the question without testing them, that is wrong. So if you guess the thing also, you have to we have to perform the experiment. That is why the first statement is absolutely wrong. Analyzing the given information without experiment or testing. Without experiment or testing is the wrong statement, right? Using step-by-step process, of course, right? Using step-by-step process. What is that? First, observe it and make a possible guess. Then do the experiment, analyze it, and then find out the answer. Drawing the conclusion, then you can become the conclusion. This is the right statement. Got it? See the last statement. Remembering the information about the different topics, it's not at all correct. So here it is the D option is the wrong answer. The right answer is the C is the right answer for this question. Got it? Let's see the next one. So see the next question. When water freezes and boils, it changes into dash and respectively. So they are asking the blanks. So see, when water freezes and boils, what will it changes into? First it freezes, it becomes the ice. So then after, first they are asking freezing, right? So it becomes the ice. Then next it changes into then next one is boils, right? So what it become? Gaseous, nothing but steam. Nothing but, 1 minute, okay. Gaseous form, nothing but steam. Right, the right answer is the first one is the right answer for this question. Got it? So let's see the next question here. One of the fascinating features of science is so what fascinates you to know about the science? So see, provides limited knowledge of the discovery. Not at all correct. Why it is a limited knowledge? So it is unlimited. So it is the first statement is wrong. Involves studying universe and outer space only, and it is also wrong. So to know about everything is a science. So it's like a big unending zigzag puzzle. Of course it is the right statement. It's like a big unending puzzle. So if the puzzle got an end, but it is not like that to know about the universe. Each and everything we don't know. So we know up to the some level, but not fully. So requires experiments which can be performed only in a lab. It's not also wrong answer. The right answer is the C. So this is about the multiple choice questions 1, part 1. Let's see in the tomorrow session. I hope you all got it my point, children. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you are listed any wise, please let me know in the comment section. We'll discuss in the next class. Got it? And so this is about today's session. So let's meet in the tomorrow session, children. I hope you all got it my point. So if you have any doubts, please let me know. And before I am winding up the class, once again I am saying you children, we are starting the foundation course for school students from class 6 to 10th standard. So we are mainly focused on building this a foundation in the subjects of maths and science. So if you are really interested to power up your foundation, this is the best platform for you. So don't miss this chance. So in the next batch is going to conduct in the July 20. So don't miss this opportunity, grab this opportunity. Thank you.